Welcome back to another video. Um, this one I will be talking about two things. They're both football. I will be talking about the wild card weekend of the NFL, and I also will be talking about the national championship game. Today is Monday, so I'm recording this the day of the national championship game. In case you that's probably gonna be the second thing I talk about. I'm gonna talk about the NFL topic first, the wild card weekend. But the national championship is today. What is today? The January 8th or something like that. It's on a Monday, so I'm recording this ahead of the national championship game. But to start off the NFL, um, this season went by pretty quick actually. Um, a lot of teams. I'm trying to look at the. I'm looking at the NFL. The teams that made the playoffs. A lot of teams made the playoffs that should have made the playoffs, and there were teams that I surprised made the playoffs, like the Steelers. I think everybody else, the Steelers and the Texans. I'm trying to remember. Did the Browns make the playoffs last year? I don't think they did. I don't think they did. I know the Lions didn't make the playoffs last year. The Packers, I don't remember them making the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers was on there last year. I don't think they make the playoffs though. I don't know. They might have did. I don't remember. The Bucks, Brady retired what? I think the Bucks made the playoffs last year. I think Brady was in the league still last year, but I don't know. These years going by so fast. I know the Eagles made it. The Rams, I don't remember making it. The 49ers made it. I'm trying to remember the playoffs from last year because I wrote it down on a piece of paper. I didn't. I wrote down all the wild card teams that made it, and the two teams that are first round buys, which is the 49ers and the Ravens, they got first round buys, so they don't play at all this upcoming weekend. Everybody else play because if I'm mistaken, 2 years ago they switched it to. It used to be the top two teams of each conference of the AFC and NFC that didn't make it, but now they. I mean that. I think the top two seeds of both conferences they get a first round bye, and they switched it over, and now it's you got to be the number one seed to get a first round bye. So basically, they got three games. What the 2 days of the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So uh, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna start off the team. I'm gonna start off with the conference first before I move. I'm gonna start with the NFC first. I don't know who plays when on the schedule. I might talk about it a little bit when I make my I'm gonna make another video probably Wednesday or Thursday, probably talking about the playoffs probably. But I want to talk about the NFC first. I don't know the schedule yet, so bear with me. I might. That's why I said I might talk about this again. Maybe when I do a video with Emilio, probably we'll see. He don't watch football, so but I'm gonna pick who I think gonna win each game. I'm gonna make it quick. 'Cause I don't want to be too long on this. The Eagles play the Bucks. The Eagles finished the season what they won. They was 10-1 for the first 11 games of the season. Then they finished the season 1-5. I want to pick the Eagles, but I don't know. I heard they had injuries. I really didn't watch them play too much these last couple weeks. Really, I know they ain't been playing that well. That's all I've been hearing about from Eagles fans and the shows I've been watching. They played the Buccaneers. I think um I think the Bucks might beat them. The Eagles, I'm gonna be honest, the two Super Bowl teams, the Chiefs and the Eagles, They both been struggling this year. I mean, the Eagles got a better record, I think, but they kind of towards the end of the season they kind of fell apart. I don't know what happened. I mean, I don't know. Their secondary last year they were good on defense. Maybe it's the schedule. I noticed this year they were playing more playoff teams, caliber teams, and last year they really wasn't playing too many people. The only team they really ran into that gave them a little bit of problem, barely any problem, was probably the Cowboys. And you know what happened to the Cowboys in playoffs. They ain't ended up they ain't go nowhere. But yeah, I think the Bucks gonna beat the Eagles. The Bucks are the 4th seed. The Eagles are the 5th seed. It's crazy how the Eagles went from number 1 and now they just dropped to like the 5th seed. I mean, they top 5, but still, like, um, the next game is crazy. I don't know when these games are scheduled. I really want to bring up the schedule. The next game I got on here is the Lions play the Rams. The Lions actually finished the season off pretty good. The Rams actually played a lot better too, and the Lions are home this playoff game. And Stafford, who plays the quarterback for the Rams, is going back to Detroit. This will be an interesting game. I don't know who to pick, to be honest. I want to pick the Lions because the Lions, you know, this is the first time in a long time they done anything crazy, especially a home playoff game. I don't know who's gonna win this game, to be honest. I want to pick the Lions, but the Rams are hot. They on fire right now. I ain't gonna lie. I watched them play the last 2-3 weeks. I think they beat the 49ers like 2 weeks ago or something like that. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and look, but I want to pick the Lions so bad. I'm gonna pick the Lions. I'm gonna pick the Lions. They the 3 seed. The Rams are a 6 seed. I'm gonna pick the Lions. The next game, this is the last one of the NFC because all of these are the NFC teams. The Packers and Cowboys. I think the Cowboys gonna beat the Packers. The Packers been playing pretty good, but I gotta give credit when credit is due. The Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are a better team than the Packers. They gonna beat them. Even though I don't care for the Cowboys and their fan base, sometimes I think the Cowboys can beat the Packers. That should be good. And the 49ers, they, like I said earlier, they the number 1 seed, so they got a first round bye. They don't play this weekend. The AFC, the Browns and Texans. Joe Flacco is playing quarterback for the Browns. He actually been playing pretty well. He the reason why they in the playoffs. They're playing the Texans. They're playing CJ Strode, whatever his name. I mess his name up sometimes, but I need to correct it because he deserves that respect. He actually been balling. For a rookie, he's been balling. I don't know. I want to pick the Texans. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna pick the Browns. I think the Browns defense. They got Myles Garrett. I don't know they secondary like that, the Browns, but I know they front 4 is decent. I'm gonna pick the Browns and Joe Flacco. By them having that playoff experience and them having him on the roster, I really can't say nothing bad about the Browns. I think the Browns gonna be good. I think the Browns gonna beat the Texans. The Texans need to lose anyway, just for experience and confidence and learning. So CJ, he gonna be all right. If they win, I ain't gonna hate or nothing. I mean, I want the Texans to win, but I am aware that they are young and they never really been in a position like this really for a minute. So I'm gonna pick the Browns though. But if the Texans win, it's cool. The next game I got the Dolphins play the Chiefs. I don't know how this game gonna go. I want to pick Kansas City, but I'm not. I'm aware that the receiving core has not been that great this year. I am very aware that receiving core is not playing that well. And I said this in the offseason. I said I really wanted them to go get a receiver, even though they won the Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs, because I felt like, bro, y'all putting too much on Mahomes' plate. Like, and it kind of showed this year. He looked frustrated at times. You know, he want his teammates to do good and, you know, succeed. He want to make them better. But sometimes, you know, players are what just players are. I mean, if they just gonna drop the ball all the time, they just gonna drop the ball. I mean, you can't teach them. I mean, they're pro football players. They're receivers. They made the NFL for a reason. They should know how to catch a ball. But the team, really, their best receiver on the team is the rookie, Rashee Rice. And that's kind of, you know, I think Rice the best receiver on the team outside of Kelsey. Kelsey a tight end, but he looks like a receiver. He plays like a wide receiver. But I got I got the Chiefs. If the Chiefs, I don't know, if the Chiefs could turn it around and hit a gear, you know, in these playoffs and prove everybody wrong and end up making like the conference championship or the Super Bowl, that would just blow my mind. It'll just show how great Mahomes and them are, that they could just flip a switch and just turn it around and everything's good for them. But I don't know. I think they might lose this playoff just off of the fact of their play for these past couple weeks. As the season got on, it got worse and worse for them. I don't even think they play what's his name? Kadarius Toney. I don't even think they play him like that no more. So we'll see. The Dolphins, I want to pick them, but it's like, I don't know. Tua, he's so wishy-washy to me. Like, there's games where he look good, and there's games where he's like okay, or he's not that great. It just don't look that good. I mean, bro, like, and I've been saying this all year. I think the Dolphins' offense is lethal as it is because of Tyreek. I think, you know, they got talent on. They got Waddle, Rasheem Mostert. They got I'm trying to remember the other receivers. They had some, you know, they got talent. It's just Tyreek make the offense go. If you didn't have him, it's like, what is Tua? Because he wasn't doing this when he didn't have Tyreek, and he was doing this at Alabama when he got talent all around him. You put talent all around Tua's gonna look like the greatest thing ever. But when he don't have that talent, I don't know. Tua looks pedestrian. He just looked like an average quarterback. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm gonna go to the next game. I got the Chiefs beating the Dolphins, and for the last one, Steelers Bills. I got the Bills. If Josh Allen don't turn the ball, it's very simple. Josh Allen don't turn the ball over. Play your game. You know, they really don't. Bills really don't have a running game like that. James Cook is good. I don't think they use him consistently, but I think the Bills should be all right. I think they could beat the Steelers. The Steelers all right. I don't know if I seen he got hurt. I think it was Saturday. JJ Watt, TJ Watt. I don't know if he gonna play in the upcoming playoff game, but we'll see. I got the Bills though. I want to be quick on this. They play the Steelers. I got the Bills. And the first round bye for the AFC is the Ravens. We'll see who the Ravens end up playing in the second week. But to the second topic of the video, I want to talk about the national championship game. Michigan is playing Washington tonight. It is Monday, and it is before the championship game. In case you're watching this late or later on. I got Michigan, but I am aware that Michael Penix, like I said in my other video I made, if he ball out like he did against Texas, they're beating Michigan. But Michigan defense, the key is gonna be Michigan defense. If Michigan defense show up and play, and the offense do its thing, do what it got to do, Michigan gonna win. I mean, Michigan defense been good all year. I'm not expecting too much out of them, but I mean, they shouldn't have to really work that hard. I don't know. I haven't really watched Washington like that this year. I think I watched them play like once or twice. I watched the highlights of and the second time I watched them, I watched the highlights of the Texas Washington game, and that was last week. So this was new to me watching Washington, but or watching them fully like a full game. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to watch a full game because I got work tonight, but we'll see. I might watch the first half. But I got Michigan. I'm from Michigan. I got Michigan. Hey, I'm rooting for y'all. But y'all lose this, I don't know. I mean, y'all made it this far. Y'all haven't made it to a national championship game since what, '97, or won one since then. So and that's what, 3 decades ago. I'm like, yeah, but like, come on, like, I don't know. And then they talking about Harbaugh might leave if if y'all win or not. They talking about Harbaugh might leave. He might go to the NFL. Um, but we'll see. I don't want the video to be too long, but we'll see what Michigan does. I got Michigan beating Washington. I I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about, a lot of people been picking Washington. I've been watching NFL players and other college teams talk about the game. A lot of people picking Washington to beat Michigan. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I hope Michigan take care of business, and I hope McCaffrey show up tonight. McCaffrey show up too, they'll be all right. I just want the Michigan defense because I know how good that front four and the secondary is on Michigan. If they show up, they'll be all right. But if Washington, if Penix or whatever his name, if he just show up throwing left hand, looking like Michael Vick with that left hand, man, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. I want Michigan to win, but if they don't win, I'm done with Michigan. Football. I'm done with Michigan football. I really ain't been watching basketball this year, but Michigan football, I might be done. Cause y'all always make it this far, but y'all don't end up winning, and it's like, bruh, how can I continue to root for something like this?